big win today. Just what was that mood like in the locker room after the game?
It went crazy. We made history. How would you feel? Just a new university, and they've been winning for 17 games straight, 22 non-conference games, and for us to come out here and not deter just because of the score, we was able to hold it in and stay in and finish all the way through. That's why it's 4 quarters in the game of football.
Coach said kind of at halftime he told you guys not to give up, that the game wasn't over. What was the mentality like coming out of the locker room at halftime?
It was a dog mentality. When we said in our running back room, it's a lion mentality. You got to go get what's yours at all times. And the defense knew what they needed to do. The offense knew what they needed to do. And that was one thing that helped us and protected us to win. We was in the trenches. That's what they say. We in the trenches, and we was able to fight and overcome and get the dub.
What about the play of your offensive line? It seemed like they were banged up a little bit more again this week, but they still were able to help you get that production today.
Our offensive line do what they have to do. Some of the guys is banged up, but they know they're gonna fight through. That's why we got a recovery, a great medical staff to get them back and going for the next game. And I'm excited for them to for the next game for UNLV. So for our offensive line, it's just big time recovery. I know they're gonna be banged up a little bit after this game, but it's all worth it.
42 carries today. How are you feeling?
I feel great. I can still go run a mile real quick. It don't matter. It's just 42 carries, but you got to do what you got to do. You don't really worry about the pain and the suffering as long as you get a dub. It's always about the next person next to you.
You guys were pretty committed to that run, and especially at the end of the game there. Just what was the mentality like going through that last 2 minutes or so?
That triangle, we're going to run that ball. We're going to make sure they feel us. We ain't no USTA, whatever they call us. We're UTSA. Now they know our names, and that's one thing. That triangle will travel, and that's something we emphasize every single day. And this week was pound the fist, so we had all our culture pillars put together, and we're going to wad it up and pound the fist. So that's what we brought today, and that's how we got the dub.
What was going through your mind there when Coach called a timeout with 2 seconds left and Hunter goes out there and kicks that field goal?
I trust in Hunter. Me and Hunter always talk every time. I'm like, I got this. I believe in you. It's the faith that he has. Every time he goes out there, he does his job. You sink to your level of training. That's what he's been doing every day at practice, the same amount, the same yardage, and I knew I had confidence in him that he was going to make the field goal. And he was crying, and we seeing him crying is love, a lot of love, just a lot of excitement from all the guys.
You mentioned the history. What is that? Does the players pay attention to that?
Yeah, they pay attention to a lot. We're a up-and-coming program. We want to be heard. We want to be known, and that's just something that we are trying to give to people that, we're UTSA, but we're coming with that triangle. That's what the biggest emphasis is we're coming with that triangle so that we made history tonight. Now it's on for the next game mentality.
What does a 21-point comeback do for your confidence moving forward?
It brings a lot. Like I said, that's why it's 4 quarters in the game. We didn't let that deteriorate us. We didn't let that, lose our confidence. We knew that it's gonna be a battle. No game is easy in college football. That's why it's a tough game. And it's hard to be 4-0, and I'm happy for all my guys to be 4-0, and it's a good accomplishment to go back to UTSA with.
What does it mean to be 4-0 with you guys in the locker room? What does it mean to those guys?
It means a lot. We was out there celebrating, throwing water everywhere. I mean, we had a lot of excitement. I think, the guys know what it feels like because we're a veteran team now. We have a culture it's instilled into us, and we understand what it takes to win football games.
Thank you, sincere.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.